All right, before we go any further, I know you have a wonderful Brighton hot dog shop near you, like in Salem, Ohio, as a matter of fact. But this is from the home office. But you guys have a great hot dog shop of your own here. Talk about Ray Travellini before we do anything else, because he really has been very instrumental to this community, hasn't he?
Oh, way back, sponsoring basketball teams in the old tri-state tournament. His
Is he
shop.
from East Liverpool?
No, Ray is from the Hubbard Girard area.
Okay.
Ray and his brother Joe, who's passed, and they came here as young people, started the hot dog shop, and their biggest effort is to give young people work. And if a young man or young woman gets too good,
He fires them.
He fires them. You need to get a better job than this. You're right.
Hey, you bought some subs from Brickers and some treats. Jimmy Joe Savage, who's shooting this, he, of course, the proprietor of Legacy Studios. I love Brickers. Talk about that destination in this town.
Well, the Bricker family came from Marion, Ohio, and initially it was, of course, an Isley store, and I don't know if their Isley stores left. They were headquartered in Pittsburgh and Youngstown, but they still will have some of the Isley labels on some of their ice cream and their products. But Harold Bricker, his grandparents actually started the store, original location, and they still now carry on the tradition of the Bricker family, the cafeteria, the old-fashioned cafeteria, and hand-dipped milkshakes, and it's a special place.
You and I have traveled a lot of miles. You, of course, National Speakers Association, and I've done my share. One of the tricks of the trade that you taught me many years ago, water, pretzels, apples, peanuts, something to kind of keep you going. I used to always go to Brickers and get some peanut butter crackers and a couple of pints of milk, and that was all because of you. That's true. That's true.
Well, that is something that I had done for. I remember we were speaking at Buckeye Boys State, and Craig Burbig,
The Admiral.
my brother-in-law, your buddy, he went with me to help me drive home, and I think we went through about 3 bags of those peanut butter pretzel things.
Oh.
Those somehow, you try to get the thing worked down like the lollipop with the Tootsie in the center, Tootsie Roll in the center. You try to get clear down before you
Take a bite.
Take a bite, yeah.
All right, let's talk about Dyke Beatty, your beautiful wife, Gretchen's father. Let's talk about him, the man, and then the coach, and then we'll talk about what he did. Go ahead.
Well, Dyke Beatty was the football coach, started the sport at Youngstown State University. He went to Carnegie Mellon, played for Judge Wally Steffen, and that's the days when Carnegie Mellon, Duquesne, West Washington and Jefferson, Westminster were powerhouses. That's before anybody ever heard of Florida State or any of the schools in the South. And he played for Judge Wally Steffen, who he idolized. And under Wally Steffen, first thing Dyke did develop was the spinner play.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the tailback spins around, gives the ball the end coming around, and at one point Dyke turned, the end wasn't there, so he just spun into the line. Well, that play developed into a great asset to Carnegie Mellon, and they defeated Notre Dame in 1925 with that play. And he graduated from Carnegie Mellon as a structural engineer. They wanted to stay and teach school at Carnegie Mellon. No one wanted to go into coaching. Coached at Geneva 2 years, and then went to Westminster for, I believe, 6 before Dr. Howard Jones, the president of Youngstown, at that time it was Youngstown College, invited to come and start the sport at Youngstown.
All right, now, talk about the penalty flag. And we don't really have one. I feel like I'm doing, Blue Holt's magic. You see? I knew that was going to happen.
Well, I didn't bring that just...
I love it. I love it. Anyway, let's talk about the penalty flag. To me, this was one of the first things that I learned about when I came here. And I've told probably thousands of people over the last 30 years. This is a significant accomplishment.
I think it's the single most significant safety feature in the game. Prior to 1941, when Dyke came home and said to Gretchen's mother, Irma, I want to make a penalty flag, because up to that time, the officials carried a little horn on their wrist, much like a Christmas ornament, and they would blow the horn. Well, the ball carrier would keep running while the tackler got mangled. The fans didn't know what was going on. So Gretchen's mother pieced together from Gretchen's Halloween costume a triangle. It was two triangles. It was a shape like two triangles put together into a square.
Mm-hmm.
Dyke put his fishing tackle in the corner to give it weight.
Right.
On October 17th, 1941. Now that'll be Monday. It'll be the 75th anniversary. Youngstown was playing Oklahoma City, not Oklahoma State, and he went to the officials, went to the Oklahoma City coach and asked if they would try this new idea, which they did, and we have it on film. That year, Jack McPhee, one of the four officials, refereed an Ohio State game, and he took it to Columbus, and it, of course, caught on slowly because you've got in 1941, then the war broke out just a few weeks after. Football was slowed down, so it really didn't gain big acceptance until 1946.
In closing, got about a minute here. Significance of Dyke Beatty and the coin toss.
Well, Dyke loved to give the other team the choice. He said, "You're our guest, you do what you want." Well, they always took the football. Well, today, if you win the toss, you defer.
Right.
So, but essentially, Dyke was just tricking them, but he would always give the team the choice. They'd take the ball, and then that meant he got the ball to begin the second half. So he really was a pioneer, and he should be, and he's not in the Ohio National Foundation Hall of Fame because that one invention, the penalty flag, surpasses even the face mask now because we now see the face mask and helmets have become weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So as a safety feature to the game, we believe it's the most significant invention in the history of football.
And you, by the way, are the most significant invention in the history of East Liverpool. Digger Dawson, good night from Legacy Studios.